Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a document that, let's be honest, often gets overlooked but is absolutely critical. It's the Project Completion Report. And I want you to forget about boring, dusty paperwork. Think of this as writing the final and maybe the most important chapter of your project's entire story. So, let's get into it. So picture this. Your new system is live, the product is finally out the door, and the team is celebrating. High fives all around. That means the project's over, right? Time to move on? Well, not quite. In fact, the most important part, the real learning, is often just about to begin. And that's exactly where this comes in, the Project Completion Report, or PCR for short. I love this idea of it being the project after the project. It's that crucial step where you just pause, you reflect, and you actually document the entire journey. Okay, so what is it officially? Well, a PCR is a formal document that wraps everything up with a bow. Its main job is to summarize what actually happened, the good, the bad, all of it, and to give an honest, clear-eyed assessment of the project's performance. It's the official record of the whole endeavor. So what are we trying to achieve here? Well, for starters, it's about accountability. You're confirming that everything you promised is actually done. You're evaluating your performance against that classic project management trio: time, cost, and quality. But it goes so much deeper than that. It provides that official closure for everyone involved. And this is the big one. It captures those hard-won lessons that can guide all your future work, even down to recommendations for maintenance. So, what actually goes into one of these reports? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the anatomy of a PCR. This is how we uncover the project's true story, warts and all. You can think of building the report like telling a story in 4 parts. First, you set the scene with a general overview. Then you get to the real action, you analyze the hard data, the performance on schedule and budget. The third step is about documenting reality, the issues you faced, the quality you achieved. And the final part, honestly the most valuable, is capturing all that wisdom you gained in the lessons learned section. Now let's talk performance. This is where the report gets really honest. Here we can see the plan was for a 6-month timeline, but what actually happened? 7.5 months. And you see that? One key milestone was missed. A good PCR doesn't just state this fact, it digs in and explains why these things happened. And of course, you gotta follow the money. The plan called for a $500,000 budget. The actual cost? It came in at $545,000. And you might ask why? Well, the report would show that an extra full-time person was needed to get the job done. And look, the point here isn't about placing blame, it's about understanding the financial reality so you can plan better next time. But it's not just about schedule and budget, right? This report gives you that full 360-degree view. It catalogs everything, from the final list of deliverables and the quality testing results to a totally transparent look at the issues you ran into. And critically, it also includes the formal user acceptance and all the official sign-offs that truly finally close the loop on the project. Okay, we've arrived at what is, without a doubt, the most crucial section of the entire document. If the PCR has a heart, this is it. The lessons learned section. This is where you find the real gold. It's where you take all that data, all those challenges, and you distill it into actionable wisdom that can make your next project a massive success. All right, so we know what's in the report, but you might be thinking, why go through all this trouble? Is it really worth the effort? Let's talk about the real payoff and why this one document truly matters to the whole organization. First off, and this is a big one, it provides formal closure. A project doesn't just fizzle out. The PCR is the official handshake. It's that finish line where everyone involved agrees, okay, this is done. It gets the project team, management, and all the stakeholders on the exact same page. On a more practical level, this report is your official record. When auditors or compliance officers come knocking, and you know they will, this document is your proof that a structured, professional process was followed from start to finish. It's a key piece of project governance. And for leadership, this report is invaluable. It cuts right through all the noise. It moves beyond just gut feelings and provides a data-backed, honest assessment of a project's success. It finally answers that simple but incredibly powerful question: did we actually do what we said we were going to do? This slide illustrates it perfectly. The PCR isn't some afterthought. It's a critical bridge in the software development lifecycle. See how it connects everything? It confirms the system was accepted after deployment, it provides the blueprint for the whole maintenance phase, and it serves as the ultimate tool for that final evaluation. It ties it all together. So, let's start to wrap this up. The key takeaway is to stop seeing the PCR as a final chore and start seeing it as your organization's blueprint for future success. Remember the goal. Don't just finish projects, learn from every single one. So what separates a good PCR from a great one? Well, it's got to be accurate, it has to be comprehensive, and it absolutely needs to be approved by all the key stakeholders. But the real secret ingredient? Honesty. A truly valuable report highlights not just the wins, but also the failures, because that's where the most powerful lessons are hiding. And really, this is what it all boils down to. A well-crafted project completion report does something amazing. It takes the isolated, siloed experience of one single project and transforms it into lasting, shared wisdom for the entire organization. It makes everyone smarter. So I'll leave you with a final thought to chew on. Think back to the last project you finished, whether it was big or small. What is the one single lesson it could teach the next one? The answer to that question, well, that's the beginning of your next great project completion report. Thanks so much for joining me.